Hi and welcome to this week's Early Start session. The idea behind these videos is to create activities and develop ideas with things that you'll easily find in the home. So you shouldn't need to go out and buy anything, it's just things that you will find. Your resources might be slightly different to mine, but they should be easy to get hold of and easy to create. So this week's activity is matching. Matching for children of a young age just starts to develop that natural curiosity that they have for looking for pattern within things, starting to count whilst they might not be using numbers, they're seeing individual groups of things, comparing amounts. And our matching game this week is sort of an early classification skill. So it helps them with their observational skills, starting to really look at things, notice differences and similarities. It also improves their concentration, trains their visual memory. They're increasing their short-term memory, they're increasing their attention to detail. It's improving their vocabulary as you're hopefully talking to them all the way through what you're doing. And there is an element of look, say, sing, play strategy that we bring into all our sessions. So I'll go into that a bit more detail at another time. But if you can incorporate some kind of singing into the activity you're doing, and it could just be singing what you're saying to a familiar tune, whatever, anything goes. And young children absolutely love singing any opportunity, especially when it's a tune that they know. So firstly, you're going to need some packaging from food things that you might have had in the home. Instead of throwing it away into the recycling, keep hold of it, and we're going to use it for this week's activity. So whatever you've got, so we have oatcakes, I've got an empty packet of tissues here, an empty yoghurt container and an empty, very large cereal container. So this would be a great one for kids because they love exaggeration of things. So something that's big is great. So I have just cut out one side from each of the packaging. So you can see here, I've got one side of the cereal, I've got one side of the tissues, the oatcakes and the yoghurt. Now what we're going to do is just cut these in half, and you can cut them in half any way you like. You could go straight up the middle, you could cut diagonally, it's completely up to you. But what we want to create is two pieces of each piece of packaging that match, a bit like jigsaw puzzles. So what you could do next is a variety of things. You could turn them all upside down onto a tabletop or on the floor, depending on the space you need. You could create a treasure hunt where you're hiding the pieces and they have to find them and bring them and match them together. It's completely up to you. See what you can find works best with your children, and they may even come up with ideas themselves. Another great idea that can be adapted for all kinds of activities is using clothes pegs. So clothes pegs are great resources for developing fine motor skills with children. So if you've got clothes pegs, a piece of string or elastic on a radiator or anywhere there's a space are great, and you can use these to adapt to the pieces of packaging. So you could hang your packaging together and pair them up. However your child develops this activity to whatever they see fit, it's completely up to them. Just have fun. And if you can sing at the same time, that's brilliant. As you go on, why not try cutting up the packaging into more pieces? So it's developing the amount of matching that your child is doing. And if you come up with any ideas, brilliant. Bring them along to our online session with Zoom next week and share with everybody else how you got on. And if you've got any photographs that you could share whilst we're on the Zoom, just by holding up your phone or whatever it is you've taken the photographs with to the camera so that we can all see, that would be brilliant. I look forward to seeing you and seeing how you got on next week.